Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Raiti from Raiti's Rides, and finally the day has come. I am here at Walker Ford because guess what? Many of you have asked, you want a 6-speed 2019 Mustang GT. This one just happens to have the performance pack, so why not? But the thing is, you want that 29 6-speed because you know that Ford, for the first time on a Mustang with a 6-speed, has the Auto-Rev Match downshifting. That's gonna be the full feature of this video, but we're gonna do our usual run-of-the-mill fun stuff with this Mustang GT. So as many of you are aware, in 2018, actually this year, I was gonna say last year, but this year, Ford decided to do a light refresh of their Mustang product lineup. They refreshed the front, the back, the interior. Wasn't major, but I really think that the pieces are coming together nicely for Ford with the Mustang, and it's just becoming more and more of a polished car. So let's go ahead and take a look at this 2019 Mustang GT with the performance pack featured in that shadow black, sinister shadow black. So you can see right off the bat, same styling up front from 2018. I really like how they went with the piano black up top. One thing I wish they would have done is made this lower grille opening also piano black to match, but I do like the hexagonal shape. There's that huge chrome pony right there. So much history. You know, I love looking at logos. I love thinking about brands, and there's something about that logo that just all the way back to 1965 just has so much heritage. I do really think that when it comes to the styling, they added just the extra pieces there. That's not only for function, but also for look as well. And another thing I'm very happy to say is this car, they come with the lower lip spoiler. So many other brands of cars, Subaru WRXs, you know, even like the Evos when Mitsubishi used to sell the Evolution, did not have this. This comes like it from the factory. Very nice touch, and I'm really glad to see that. I also like these hoods. It really harks back to that late 60s, really wonderful with the 2 functional heat extractors. This is a part that I think that they hit the nail right on the head, and they don't need to go anywhere with it. Let's go ahead and check out the wheels, because this is gonna be one of the first things that you'll notice is with the performance pack. So with the performance pack, level 1, you're gonna get these really beautiful, they're like a nice gloss black, nice wheel, really great design. You could see that you're gonna get the huge Brembo calipers. You're gonna have some different suspension tuning, and that's gonna help you handle, because remember, performance pack, it kind of makes sense that it's not just gonna be about putting on some type of label on it, but you wanna have those features. They're putting Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's on there. Really great tire. I mean, you're gonna get the durability, but you're also gonna get some good stick. And that's really what's gonna give you some great lap times if you're going to a track day, is what's on the wheels, those wonderful sticky tires. Just really finishes it off. And I thought that maybe it would be too much black because we got the black car with the black wheel, but it just really adds to how sinister the car looks. Let's go ahead and work our way down. There's our chrome 5.0 badge. 5-liter fuel-injected engine. This harks back to those Fox body days. I love the whole 5.0 Mustang, and I love that they brought it back because there is so much tradition with that. And yes, I know that this is not an O from the alphabet, it's a 0. And yes, you should say 5.0, but I say, you know, 5.0 because that's what I like. I don't want to say 5.0. That kind of sounds weird. 5.0, that's the power. Let's work our way back. Still for 2019, the wonderful lines of that updated Mustang. I really like the rear fenders, how they're kind of flared out. Really nice look. And then here's another addition that you get with the performance pack. You get this beautiful trunk spoiler. Not too high, not too low. I really like just the way it's shaped. And definitely as Tom swings it around back, I love this part right here. You know, normally it'd be easy to just go with a regular pedestal type spoiler like they put on the Camaros, but I really like the shape and the design of this, and this is functional, so it's not all show and no go. And then I think one of the best things that Ford did to the Mustang for 2018 is they came out with the quad exhaust. So for 2019, they're back again. They're nice, great sound. That was a point that many of the 2015, 2016 Mustang GT owners, they said it was too quiet. These exhausts have a wonderful sound. I love the chrome GT badge in the back. Just enough. You got the horse on the front, the pony, you got the 5.0 on the side, and you got the GT on the back. And I really, you know, some people don't like this beveled line that they added, but I think it gives it a little bit of extra depth to it, and it really makes it kind of balanced. And then, of course, you have the tri-bar taillights. What another historical feature. When you turn on that turn signal and the way that they light up 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, it's a really, really nice touch. So outside, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and check out underneath the hood and see that 5.0 460 horsepower V8. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, there we are underneath the hood. Still that same tried and true 5-liter from 2018, 460 horsepower, 0 to 60 in about 4.2 seconds. This one being a 6-speed, it's really going to come down to the driver modification, how fast this car is. But this is something that I really, really like on the performance pack. You get the strut tower brace. I like the way that they put Mustang GT right on the top there. Very nice touch, really has a nice finish on it of quality. It's going to stiffen up the front end of the car. The one thing that if I could change, I would take this cover off. Rip this cover off, because lurking beneath this cover is a beautiful intake that has these really wonderful runners in the intake plenum. Show those babies off. That's something that's sexy. This plastic cover is just too much. If you look at a new Bullet, which get ready for the 2019 Bullet, it is coming soon to Walker Ford, and it is coming soon to Raity's Rides viewers. You'll see that this plastic cover, they took it and they did the old heave-ho, and they really made it look cleaned up and not so plasticky, which in my mind is the right way to go. But still, even with the plastic cover, it's a great engine. It has plenty of torque, plenty of horsepower, and such a great sound. Speaking of that, let's fire it up and hear that Coyote scream. Alright guys, I'm sitting inside the 2019 Mustang GT. I really feel like Ford upped the ante when it came to the quality of the materials. Look on the door panel. I'm going to have Tom start off on the door panel there. You got the nice material, the leather on the armrest. It's very soft, nice quality leather. I do like the extra chrome pieces that they have put. You know, it gives a nice touch of class to it, because that's a Mustang. You know, it's about brute force, but also some class. Now this one has the cloth seats, which even though they're cloth, I really feel like these are going to wear well. It's a great material. I like the contrast stitching, and I like this almost like racing stripe design. And if Tom could show you on the back portion, it actually has Mustang embossed into the seat, which is really cool. When it comes to interiors, I love the historical aspect of it. I like the dual cowl dash. It's a very nice soft material. This is really cool because you might think it's faux carbon fiber, but it's got like almost like a brushed aluminum finish to it. But it is a plastic, and it is hard, but at the end of the day, I think with the softness up here, this is really just going to look good, and you're not going to worry about what it feels like. When it comes to the way the gauges are set up, I like on the performance pack you get oil pressure and vacuum as well. Those are 2 additional gauges. Really nice the way they have round AC vents. Just makes it look very clean and just very well laid out. And then there it is right here. This is what you've been waiting for, everybody. This is that 6-speed transmission, new for 2019, Auto-Rev Match downshifting. So if you're not aware of what that is, basically what happens is that normally when you're downshifting, especially if you're on a road course or something like that, you want to put your foot on the brake, slow down. As you're slowing down, you got to roll that foot over onto the gas, blip the throttle, and then shift. What this will do, this car, is that the computer is automatically going to do it for you. Now, for the diehards out there that have those twinkle toes perfect on the pedals, you could shut it off. It's okay. But for those that are maybe not as experienced, you can have that perfect Auto-Rev Match downshifts every single time. And, you know, I've driven a lot of cars so far. 370Zs, I've driven Corvettes, tons of different vehicles that have that feature. My old Type R, I'm very curious to see if Ford got it right the first time, because I'll be honest with you, I drove a 370Z back in 2009 when they came out with the redesign, and it had Auto-Rev Match downshifting, and it almost was like a hindrance because it wasn't on time. It was like you would downshift, then it would blip it. I didn't like that. We're gonna find out just how good this is. Other than that, I love the center console. It is a harder plastic here, but what's wonderful, it's nice soft leather on the armrest here. And inside there, you're gonna have USB and plenty of room for whatever stuff you have. Very well laid out, traditional, good old-fashioned emergency brake. I'll have Tom come around and we're gonna show you the business end on this side. All right, guys, so here we are behind the wheel of the 2019 Mustang GT. Remember, this does have the performance pack. Love the steering wheel. Yes, it's round. It's not flat bottom, but I do like the size of it. I like the style. And I don't know if Tom could show you what you have on that center LED screen there. You have that track maps option. So in this car, being the performance pack, you could go in there and you can do your line lock. You have acceleration timer, all different sorts of things that allow you to really, you know, see what the performance of the vehicle is. I've always liked with the gauges how they have revolutions per minute instead of just RPM, and on the speedometer it actually says ground speed instead of just miles per hour. So kind of touches like that really go a long way. I'm 6 foot, 200 pounds. I sit great in the seat. You know, maybe I move it back a little bit. Got power adjustable seat here, but right there I feel comfortable as could be. Pedals, let's talk about pedal placement. So clutch, if you haven't driven a 2019 Mustang yet, or even a 2018, this clutch pedal is lighter than my Focus RS. I'm telling you right now. Let's see how the heel toe is gonna go. So foot on the brake, see, nice. That's one thing that compared to some other cars, where they place the pedals are not that great. On this car, it's perfect. So like I said, if you're twinkle toes and you know how to dance on a track, you could shut the automatic Rev Match downshifting off, or if you don't have that, or you don't want to think about it, leave it on. We're gonna find out how good it is. Speaking of that, let's take this for a spin. All right, guys, we're rolling out of Walker Ford in the 2019 Mustang GT Performance Pack. I love the sound of this V8, and the 6-speed is so slick shifting. I really think that it's a great transmission. Pulling away from this light here, like I said, very, very smooth shifting. I'm gonna go ahead and get on it. All the way up to 7,500 RPM, pulls really nicely. Very nice fit. You hear that Auto-Rev Match downshifting? Works really, really nice. Let me see, I'm gonna go from third to second. Ooh, I'm liking that. Ford hit the nail right on the head. I'm telling you right now, because as many of you are aware, I've raced cars professionally for about 3 years, so I know all about proper heel toe downshifting, and the computer knows exactly what you want to do. Here, I'm going to try it again. I'm in third. Perfect blip. They nailed it. I am so impressed with the engineers at Ford right now. You know, like I said, a lot of other cars, Nissan 370Z, Corvette, Type R, the Honda Civic Type R, lots of them have Auto-Rev Match downshifting. Only a few of them have it down pat, and I'm very happy to say that this Mustang GT with the performance pack, if you didn't get a 2018 and you're thinking about, do I want to go the Mustang route? If you're thinking 6-speed, you need to go get one, because I'm telling you, it makes the whole driving experience that much more fun. And the clutch is feather light. Here, I'll just do a nice slow getaway. You can drive the car normal. If you want to get on it, you just put down that loud pedal all the way up to 7,500 and she goes. God, I love this. I'm telling you, this car, very nice very, very nice performance package here. And I'm not talking about the option, I'm talking about that Coyote V8, that 5-liter. I'm talking about the 6-speed manual transmission, very, very nice short throws, very slick shifting. And I'm telling you, with that addition of the Auto-Rev Match downshifting, it is a charm of a transmission. Comfortable as heck. Seats are very nice. Everything is laid out perfectly. I wanted to give you the view of riding with me, looking out the window. I'm sure this stuff has got to be getting recorded on the audio level with that downshifting, because I'm telling you, it's really, really nice. Oh man, I'm telling you, the 2019 Mustang, just the sound of that Coyote going through the gears. And they really, with that exhaust, if you are one of the owners of, say, a 2016 Mustang and you were bummed out like many other people were with the sound of that Mustang GT, the quad tip exhaust really has a nice rumble, and you can get, this one doesn't have it, but you can get the option of that adaptive exhaust. Really allows you to be quiet when you want it to be quiet, but boy, it really allows you to open it up when it's time to let her sing. When it comes to visibility in a Mustang, it's a champ. I'm able to see out the back window, side windows very easily. The mirrors are great. Side mirrors are on the tad small side, but what I like about the Fords is that they have two mirrors there. So they give you a mirror to give you that wider angle to see who's in your blind spot, because you know what it feels like when you get that one person that just seems to always ride in your blind spot when you're trying to get to work or go out to dinner with your girl or something like that, and you go to change lanes and then they honk at you and it's like, hello, why are you riding in my blind spot? But just putt-putting along here, no shakes, no rattles. Ford has really taken the fit and finish to the next level. Very, very well done. So it's just one of those things that I really, really like what they're doing with the quality of materials. Smooth. The steering, what's nice about the steering is you could adjust the sensitivity of it. I like the feel of the leather. I like where my arms are going. You know, you put your arm on that center armrest, the right arm, it's a nice, comfortable place to be. The door armrest is great. This review, I really wanted to be about the driving experience, because that's what Ford upped for 2019 with the Mustang GT, especially this performance pack, especially with the 6-speed manual transmission. I'll be honest, they've really gotten this a little bit closer to the GT350 when it comes to driving enjoyment. Does it have the outright performance of a GT350? No, because that wouldn't make sense to have it be right on the same line with the GT350, but it is definitely closer, and it's only been a year, barely. So like I said, you know, just driving around, I like, you know, it's interesting because the engine, being that quad cam, has almost like a little whine to it. Sort of, I don't want to say supercharger because I know everybody's gonna go nuts in the comment section, but it's got a nice sound to it coming from the front and definitely from the back. There's that, I went from fourth to third. I'm gonna go down to second. Nice downshifts. You put down the loud pedal, we go. And like I said, all the way up to 7,500 RPM. What a treat. The power delivery is super smooth. The car feels nice and nimble, and it doesn't feel large. You know, I think a lot of people who haven't been in a Mustang lately, they see the car and they think that it has to be this large, cumbersome type of thing, but it's not. It's really light on its feet. It's very easy to, you know, transfer lines. I mean, I'm gonna go around this guy here. I'm gonna hit the downshift. Here we go. Oh, perfect, perfect, perfect. On the brakes, transition to turn. So back into second. Roll on in. All the way up to red line, hit the third gear. Pulls like a champ. The power of this car, I almost want to say they did something to the mapping or something, because it feels quicker than the 2018 that I drove earlier this year. And it's been a little bit of a while since I got behind the wheel of a 6-speed Mustang. The last couple reviews in Mustangs have been with automatics, that 10-speed automatic, which is a very fast shifting transmission, but for me, there's nothing like, at the end of the day, being able to road through your own gears. And the transmission in this car is just a smooth slick shifting gearbox. There's that third, second, very, very nice. All right, we're on our way back to Walker Ford. First gear, second. Very, very nice. Very nicely done. The car, the power delivery is so nice. It doesn't all come in at once. You don't ever feel like you're gonna have that traction loss. And yes, this does come with a whole suite of traction control and whatnot. And those things can be shut off, which is a wonderful thing. But as we're back to Walker Ford, and if you're ready, I'm ready, we're gonna wrap this one up. So I'll see you in a second. All right, guys, so you can see that the 2019 Mustang GT, even with that extra new addition, that Auto-Rev Match downshifting, it really is such a nice piece of technology to have that is just gonna make the whole driving experience that much more for you. But anyways, I definitely wanna give a big shout out to Frank Walker, Weston Walker, Tracy, Benji, Austin, and everybody else here at Walker Ford. They really do take care of Raiti's Rides. They make the experience of coming to a dealership to do a review that much easier, because I promise you, not all dealerships are created equal when it comes to buying a car. Not all dealerships are created equal when it comes to Raiti's Rides showing up and trying to do a review of a car. But if these are the cars you like to see, something like this Mustang GT Performance Pack, if that's what you like, leave a comment in the comment section. If it's not what you like, tell me what you want. Put it in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to go track it down and bring it to you. Let's talk about subscribing, shall we? If you have not hit that subscribe button, please go ahead, hit subscribe. I promise you, I don't just do Ford in-depth reviews. Look through my videos. I have a variety of reviews, all different brands, all different types of cars, short videos, long videos, and everything in between. So you definitely want to check those out. Also, check out my Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All Raiti's Rides, original content all the time. Definitely want to give a huge shout out to Tom Moschner, Big Guns McGee. I'm telling you, the guy is putting in the work to get ready for his powerlifting competition. So definitely show him some love. I've been buying him some extra protein. He's been walking around with weights strapped to his arms and his legs right now. So it's kind of bizarre because people are looking at us, but you know, hey, you got to do what you got to do if you want to succeed, right? And just like always, I'll see you guys on the next ride.